this is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This is from Bossip and the Bossip staff, and the article is by Big Noah 256. It says Mo Fayne of Love and Hip Hop gets 17 years in prison for misusing PPP loan. Well, well. Anyway, and he must pay back nearly $5 million in restitution. Oof, good grief. It says Mo Fayne from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta finally gets sentenced for misusing the PPP loan process and is hit with 17 years in prison. Okay. During this pandemic, the government tried to help small businesses that were in serious financial jeopardy. Unemployment and EDD were offered, and people abused it instantly, and some even rapped about defrauding the EDD before going straight to jail. Wow. Yeah, man. Several other options were available, but one was by far the most talked about, and that was the PPP loan. Within weeks of the application going up, we saw our first fraud case in Florida. A Florida man got approved and went directly to the Lamborghini lot and copped the car as if that wouldn't flag him or raise any eyebrows. The man would later be sentenced to 6 years in jail, which might be a good deal compared to others. Okay? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta's personality Mo Fayne was another person who took advantage of the good old PPP loan process. Mo Fayne, who was briefly married to Collie Red, secured his $3.7 million loan and proceeded to go stunt for the gram. He allegedly spent 85K on jewelry, 40K on child support, copped a new Rolls Royce for 136K, 65K in cash to keep on him, and 50K to handle his other previous fraud cases. His other previous fraud case, excuse me, I don't want to make it seem like it's plural, but it is another one. The only sign of doing right with the money was the 907K he used to try and start a legitimate business. Not only were the feds on him for his fraudulent PPP moves, but apparently his entire business was a Ponzi scheme using investors' money to fund his lifestyle. Like always, it all caught up with him when he was arrested in May of last year. And now he has been sentenced to 17 years in prison. Even when he is released, he will still be on the hook for 5 years supervised release and money owed to the victims totaling 4,465,865 and some change across multiple states. Okay. Woof, man. The feds are just warming up. More arrests and trials are on the way for anyone who thought it would be wise to mess with the feds. You know what? It don't, I don't laugh because the man is going to jail. I laugh because where was the common sense and the reason, man? Like, it's just, man, how much do they pay people on Love and Hip Hop? Like, I don't, like, confession, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. I've been stopped watching Love and Hip Hop, like, way before, even before Cardi B had got on Love and Hip Hop or whatever it was. I really don't really subscribe to those scripted, you know, black exploitation TV shows. Just like the movies, they have TV shows as well. That's how I look at it. That's just my opinion. But yeah, man, 17 years, was it worth it? And you gotta give all that back, and you gotta turn around and pay 5 million, supervise, release, all that, bro. It was not worth it. But just like a lot of other people, um, they tend to look at the benefit. The benefit outweighs the outcome, or the reaction to the things that they have done. Um, I wish Homeboy all the best. And for anybody that followed in the same footsteps, I mean, you knew better. Use common sense, man. You know one thing you can count on for the feds to be good for anything. If it ain't good for nothing, they can steal money from you, but you can't steal money from them. You can't take money from the feds. They can take money from you. Okay? It's totally legal for them to take money from you, and the loopholes that they have in place to safeguard them and other businesses, agencies, and stuff like that. But when it comes to the common person, because in the eyes of the Fed, you got to understand, yeah, you may be a quote unquote celebrity, but you just a regular basic ass nigga like everybody else, bro. Like, I don't understand how you thought that this was gonna work for you. Nevertheless, um, I hope he learned the lesson from this. I hope that, you know, Ponzi schemes, allegedly Ponzi schemes, and fraud, fraud in the government is not a part of his repertoire when he comes out. If he was building any notoriety or any type of like comeback, to keep himself relevant, this is definitely a bad look for him. Nevertheless, but with that being said, you guys, I want to thank you as always so humbly for coming to my channel, watching my videos, making comments, whether they be good or bad. Either either way, I love them all. I accept them all, and I thank you for it. And as always, please drop down. Let me know how you feel about this this story, and what's your opinion on it if you would like to give it. Other than that, I'm out here, y'all, and I will get back with y'all in the next video. Take care.